Hello, anyone and everyone, this is VictorXGul, and tomorrow is the motherfucking day. Tomorrow, Rise of Skywalker comes out. Now, the last thing the internet needs is another movie review fucking YouTube channel, another movie review fucking guy talking about Star Wars on YouTube. And when it comes to trying to figure out what sort of content to put on my YouTube, that's easy stuff. I don't know. It is easy stuff. That's the best way I can describe it. It's easy content to make. Everyone loves movies. Who doesn't love movies? It's like doing food reviews. Who doesn't like food? Who can't talk about food even? Everyone has an opinion on hamburgers and cheeseburgers and what pizza topping is the best pizza topping and dumb shit like that. But that's not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video not because necessarily my opinions on the new Disney Star Wars trilogy, nor on how I think Rise of the Skywalker is going to play out, how it looks, all the stuff behind the scenes, J.J. Abrams, the political debate, but all those things are also the reason I am making this video, because for this movie, I decided not to watch a single trailer for Rise of Skywalker before it came out. I haven't watched any interviews, I haven't watched any TV spots. Every time a theater would play a trailer before a movie would start, I would shut my eyes and plug my ears, or I would straight up just walk out of the theater, go on my phone for a bit, and walk back in. Literally, I'm not looking at this movie. All I've seen are the movie posters, and what you can gather from the movie posters is what I've seen. And what I've seen is the plushies at Walmart, and just promotional materials out in the world, sort of like how it used to be. And the reason I decided, as someone who loves Star Wars, but isn't it's not like the grave I'll die on, It's not the hill I'll die on, I wouldn't bring it to the grave with me, I have Lord of the Rings tattoos, not Star Wars tattoos, so, I love Star Wars and stuff, but it's sort of, my friends are a bit more diehard on it than I am, but, I'm always talking about it with them. It's the biggest connection factor between me and my dad. Star Wars is a huge part of my life. I've seen every movie a million fucking times. I watched all the movies this month before this one came out. I also did that for the last one, and I did it for The Force Awakens. I showed up 6 hours before The Force Awakens to try and get good seats, and I was still 15th in line. Or maybe it was 6.5 hours. Point being, I'm a big Star Wars fan. And for me, and one of the best parts about Star Wars is that for a lot of people, it's not just a movie. For a lot of people, it's a cultural event. And it always was for me, especially when The Force Awakens came out, especially when The Last Jedi came out. But something happened during The Last Jedi. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to skip over a lot of my opinion and hopefully make some assumptions that a bit about The Last Jedi. Because if you're watching this video, you probably give a shit about Star Wars, because I'm a fucking nobody. And who the fuck doesn't give a shit about Star Wars listen to a fucking nobody talk about it? That doesn't make any motherfucking sense. So, The Last Jedi was such a divisive film that for Rise of Skywalker, I decided I wasn't going to watch any trailers. I wasn't going to watch any trailers, wasn't going to read anything, wasn't going to look at promotional material online, wasn't going to follow fan pages, discussion, I wasn't going to watch any of those fucking discussion YouTube videos. Nothing. I was going to avoid Star Wars at all costs. Because what happened during The Last Jedi was fun and interesting. That battle, that divisiveness in the community, it was fun and it was interesting. And it was really fun to boil down what made Star Wars Star Wars to these people, those people, this generation, that generation, these moviegoers, these moviegoers, these artists, those artists. That was really fun and all, right? But I don't want to do it again. I really don't. I don't want to go through all that. I don't want to look at all that. I don't want to have those discussions with my friends for hours and hours and hours about this fucking Star Wars movie. I mean, I was talking to some coworker a month ago, 2 months ago, and I was telling him about how I haven't seen a single trailer for the new films, and he was shocked because he knows I'm a big Star Wars fan. He said, "Why?" And I said, "Because the last film became some huge reflecting mirror on all of the world's woes and joys. It was so politicized, and it was, if you know anything about like the internet culture war, I mean, they fucking just toxified everything about Star Wars on both sides, goddamn. Even the sides I agree with, just using it in that way to try to win political points through this, this work of art. And yeah, there's cases to be made that it can be used for that, or it was being used for that, blah, 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 blah. And that's the exact kind of fucking rabbit hole I just don't fucking care about. I don't care. I don't want to be sucked into the saga of looking at Star Wars through a political lens and looking at Star Wars to try to extrapolate it for the fucking woes of people's lives and all this bullshit. I just want to go and enjoy the movie, and I really don't want to be watching it thinking about all the different things people have told me they think about it before I see it, and even sort of after I see it. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch all that shit, at least for a while, because for a while I really just want to watch a Star Wars movie and come away with my own opinion and hold on to that opinion for like 2 weeks to a month, and then start looking at, oh, what did Rotten Tomatoes think? Oh, what did the audience score rate it? Oh, what was happening behind the scenes? Because I don't know. I don't know what JJ has released. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if they're using live effects. Literally nothing. Which were all these huge contention points around not only The Force Awakens, but really fucking exploded on The Last Jedi. Like, it's so bad that, oh god, it was just destroying the fucking joy I once had for Star Wars. And I really just want to go back to that. I want to go to the movie theater. I want to watch a Star Wars movie. I want to turn my brain off and feel the magic. I want to sort of feel out, oh, do I think it was a good Star Wars movie? This is why, that is why. Or did I think it flowed right? Bad writing, camera work. Did I capture the spirit? Blah, 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 blah. But I want to think about that stuff and come up with my own opinion after the fact, because I don't want other people telling me what the fuck to think about this movie before I even go see it. And I don't want to come up with an opinion of this movie before I go see it. And unfortunately, because Star Wars is everywhere, and I know this is getting very out there and ranty and loose already, and already treading over some of the same ground, but, Star Wars is so fucking everywhere that I've already had to dodge fucking, I've had to dodge leaks, obviously. I'm staying off the internet this entire day. I'm not even talking to my friends, because my friends are talking about the Rotten Tomatoes score. Unfortunately, I heard it's like not as good as it could be, and I hate that I even had fucking heard that, because, now I have this preconceived notion that I'm going to go into this movie and it's not going to be that great. And I really just don't want to think about it that hard. I really don't. I want to think about it that hard after I see it. Beforehand, fuck, man. And one of the worst things about The Last Jedi was all the political shit. using it if you were, pro-social justice, or using it if you were right-leaning, or using it to push progressive values, or using it to, I don't know, show the utter state of this trope or that trope and how it reflects in our society, blah, 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 blah. And, I don't want to come off as one of those guys, I don't want to come off as someone who thinks that that sort of introspection is worthless. Because it's not really worthless. I'm sure, there's a lot of worth to it, and when I was looking at what all these people were saying in all these different communities, how they reacted to The Last Jedi, it was interesting. And not only that, it was fun and entertaining and, educative in a lot of ways. But for some fucking reason, it's just goddamn exhausting. And I'm sick of motherfucking hearing about it. I'm sick of hearing about it. So, for this one, Rise of Skywalker, I just decided to not look at anything. I wasn't looking at like spaceship designs and magazines that were going to be in the movie before the movie came out, like I was for The Force Awakens. I'm not watching all the behind the scenes stuff to try and piece together what's going to happen in this movie. I'm not watching trailer breakdowns. Oh, this is when this happens and this character meets up with this character at some point, blah, 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 like they did with The Last Jedi. No. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not this time. This time I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna see a Star Wars movie. Because I did with the Han Solo film. The Han Solo film really fucking sold me. I didn't look at anything for that movie. I thought it was gonna be utter shit. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to... As a Star Wars fan, I hate to fucking say that, and I hate to say as a Star Wars fan, I didn't want a Han Solo movie because it doesn't fucking matter what I fucking want. Which is something a lot of people in The Last Jedi... that was one of the big contention points of The Last Jedi, I went to go see Solo, and I didn't know what to expect, and I was pleasantly surprised. I was blown away. I really enjoyed it. And even when I saw The Last Jedi, I really enjoyed it. And after I really enjoyed Solo, I let it go. I didn't look at anything. I really enjoyed that film. I still love that fucking movie. I think it's one of the tightest, most solid Star Wars movies there is, which is crazy. After the original prequels, then Force Awakens, I think Solo is the tightest Star Wars film after those ones. I really do. I don't think it'll be talked about or remembered much, but I think it was really solidly made for a ton of reasons. That's a whole nother video. But I just, I enjoyed that so much, and I loved, enjoying it and then letting it go and then revisiting it again and enjoying it and not having to think about the biggest motherfucking picture that ever surrounded a movie about space wizards and laser swords and space Nazis and, much better Star Trek aliens and shit like that, I don't want to look at this movie like that. Just for a while. I just want to fucking enjoy it. Please. Leave all that toxic shit away from me and my motherfucking episode 9. I'm going to go in, fucking enjoy myself. So that's why I made this video, and that's why I didn't look at any trailers for this movie. I don't want to know what it looks like. I don't want to know what themes it's going for. I don't want to know what the color palette is. I don't even necessarily want to know what the characters look like. I don't want to have any idea what's going to happen. I just want to experience what's going to happen. I really like The Force Awakens. I think JJ did a fantastic job on it. Say what you will about its repetitious nature. I think if you go back and rewatch that movie, you will see how tight it is, how great the jokes land. The lighting is fucking awesome. And all the locations, the locations are so diverse in the way they weave in the nostalgia at such a steady and agreeable pace throughout the film. And then fucking Harrison Ford just killed... Okay, alright, I'm going off already. So that's the thing. I'm going to watch Rise of Skywalker tomorrow, not knowing anything about it except what's on the posters. So I know, like, the Emperor... There's, like, something to do with the Emperor. He's on the poster. I know Kylo's in it, and I know Rey's fucking in it. I know about, like, maybe there's, like, some double lightsaber or something. I know through the Battlefront 2 update that Kylo put his helmet back together or something. There's, like, a character DLC model they released. Like, I saw that. Just little stuff. I've just seen little things. But I really don't know what's going to happen in this movie. I don't know how they made this movie. I don't know what this movie is trying to say. I don't know anything about it. So, that being said, I'm going to let my Star Wars credentials go. I'm going to let my online political warfare biases hopefully go for a little bit. And I'm going to watch this movie tomorrow like the event it's supposed to be. And I'm watching it fucking 1980 style. We don't know jack shit about what's going to happen except what's on the toy box. And I'm going to avoid the discussion for a while. Maybe even with my friends. I'm just not going to talk about it. They fucking hate that. Oh my god, they hate that I did this. They hate that I haven't seen the trailer. They want to tell me so bad what they think. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know so bad what you think. I really don't. I don't want it impacting my so badly think. You know what I mean? So tomorrow, after I see the movie, or maybe the day after that, I'm going to make another video. Post Rise of Skywalker. Never seen a trailer. Reaction, review, I don't know what I'm going to call this. Discussion. I feel like putting react or review might off-put what exactly it is I'm doing with this experiment. I think maybe discussion. Maybe discussion's a better word for it. I really gotta think about it. I've been busy. But an interesting video idea nonetheless. Thank you so much for watching. I think this is plenty long enough for a video that's just supposed to say, I saw Star Wars. I'm going to see Star Wars tomorrow without watching the trailer. I'm a fan. Let's see what happens. Thank you very much. And I'd appreciate the description read. A description read or something. Okay. Thanks for watching my extremely long video about Star Wars. In the description, you'll find links to my various other media works that are far more professional than this one. And I'd appreciate if you went and checked it out. I'd appreciate if you leave a like on this video. I'm just starting to make videos. I don't really know what to do with this whole YouTube thing. And I'd appreciate some guidance. I have some ideas that I haven't seen on the platform before that I want to try out. But I'm not really sure. Doing fucking like movie and game reviews sound like a bad idea. I really don't. I really want to try and come up with some other shit. So we'll see. I don't know. Tune in. Thanks for checking out my experiment.